Hi, Justin. Welcome to the EntreLeadership Podcast.
Hi, Dave. I appreciate you taking my call today.
Sure. What's up?
Yeah, I had a quick question about delegation. So I've got a small organization of about 7 employees, and one of my leaders really seems to be struggling with the idea of delegation or letting certain things go as we continue to grow. And I'm personally the kind of guy that can't wait to delegate things, probably because I'm a little bit lazy or because just don't like certain tasks. So I'm really starting to struggle with how to communicate the value and the importance of delegation to him, not only to help him grow, but to help us grow, as an organization as well.
So have you talked to him about why he doesn't delegate?
Yeah. So every time we have a conversation about it, it just turns into a big conversation of us trying to convince him that this is what needs to happen.
Why does he say he doesn't want to delegate?
Because nobody can do it as good as he can, or customer service is number one, and he seems to think that he's the best at that. And, we can't teach others to do it as proficiently or as good as he can, essentially.
Okay. All right. Well, there's 2 things going on. Number one, he could be right. The people that are his subordinates might not be good at it, in which case he's wise to not want to delegate because he's trying to protect you from yourself. If he's not right, then he's being a control freak. So what I would tell him is it is wise to not delegate until you can trust someone's competence and integrity. Now, you're not questioning the person's, the subordinate's integrity. You're questioning their competence. This is you talking to your guy, right? And so tell me what it would take to get them to a level of competence to where you could turn loose of some of this so that we can get more scale.
Mm-hmm.
Because you understand that you're a bottleneck if we can't get scale. So we have to duplicate these efforts to more than one person. Otherwise, you're a logistical bottleneck. I mean, that's kind of common sense, right? So this is me talking to your guy if I'm you, right? And so I'm trying to get agreement. I'm trying to get understanding here rather than going, you have to learn to delegate. No, you really don't have to learn to delegate until you have people that have their crap together enough that you delegate to them. Because if you give customer service to a doofus, you're going to screw up your company. Right?
Sure.
So, I often tell people until the person that you're going to delegate to has been trained, until they have shown a pattern of competency to take your hand off the wheel and let them drive, you're asking to wreck the car. Mm-hmm. You don't toss them the keys and go, well, I was customer service rep at this other place, and great, go take care of that. I don't want to do it. That's not delegation. That's stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done that. I've done it. I was laughing with you because you said I don't like doing some stuff and I'm lazy. I think we all have that. That's one of the ways I delegated because it's crap I didn't want to do. That's also, that's okay to choose an item. I don't want to do this. I hate accounting, for instance. I like reading the numbers, but doing accounting, just shoot me and get it over with. I don't want to do it. Okay. So, So I want to delegate the doing of the accounting because I hate it, just like you said. But I can't delegate it to somebody unless I can prove that they actually can freaking do accounting. Because that would be like they'd tear the place. They'd be like termites, tear the place down from the inside, right?
Right.
So anyway, do you think this guy has a point?
And we've said several times talking to him, we appreciate his reluctance because we're the kind of people who want to go and don't stop, and he kind of puts us in check a little bit and says, all right, let's think about this a little deeper. It's just, certain office administrative tasks that an operator really should not be doing. It's like, well, I don't want to give all that up. Well, it's like, well, we need to because you need to be freed up to do what you're truly most valuable at, not punching numbers in on a spreadsheet or fielding Facebook messages, So it's that kind of stuff that we're trying to work him into. Yeah. All right, let's find somebody else to come in, take this off your plate so that you can truly do what you're best at, which is leading our team.
How old is he?
And customer facing. He's 25, 26, I believe.
Okay. And I'm going to guess on the DISC that this guy is a C. He's a detail guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And detail guys that are high Cs are slow to make decisions. Right? and this is a young C, so it's possibly emotionally immature C, and so super slow to make decisions because he's scared if he screws this up, it's going to be on him.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's what I'm going to do with a 25-year-old C. I'm going to take the pressure off of him if I'm you. I'm going to say, listen, here's what we're going to do. I want you to take I want you to take 10% of the Facebook messages. We're going to hand 90% of them to someone else. And I want you to check the 90% responses. And don't say anything to the person that did the response. If you find an error, bring it to me. And if there's a mistake, it's going to be my fault, not yours. Because he's afraid he's going to be held for mistakes.
Sure.
Because C's are very, very task-oriented, and they get their esteem from doing a task properly.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're probably more of a D or an I, I'm guessing after talking to you, and I am too. And so we're like, crap, if we do it wrong, let's do it again. Screw it up. Oh, drop that one, it broke. Let's not drop the next one. And we keep going. And the C's like, oh God, we dropped one. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that I think it's a young guy. Let's give him some backstop where he's not, look, if it gets messed up, I'm going to take the fall, not you. And I want you to have you look over their shoulder, and you can help me train them, and you can spot check by taking 1 out of 10 of the Facebook messages. Administrative stuff, entering stuff on a spreadsheet. Man, if you want to do that, then I'm going to have to get somebody to be your manager.
Yeah.
Because the people that do the entry work into spreadsheets are not managers. They're not leaders. That's an entry-level grunt work position that sits and enters into spreadsheets. And if you want to be that guy, that's fine, but just know you're getting ready to get a new boss who's going to delegate to you. So you get to decide, which of these do you want to do? Do you want to run this thing, or do you want to actually do the entry? And because, my God, if you think you can't find anybody that can do data entry, that's pretty basic stuff. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with being 25 years old, but 25 years old enters into this discussion. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I think this is an opportunity for you to mentor him, take some of the pressure off of him, let him have some involvement in the training, and let him know the results of his decisions are he's either going to have a new boss or he's going to figure out a way to be the boss.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have a new leader or figure out a way to be the leader. It's not a boss. But, you're either going to lead this or you're getting ready to be led. Because we're getting ready to scale this beyond what you can do. You can't do everything and be everything and us get scale. You're a logistical bottleneck. And a C will understand a phrase like logistical bottleneck. Yeah, so I'm appealing through his personality style, if you will. That's what I would do. And then if he can't do it, I'm just going to take it away from him. It's that simple. I'm just going to, I'm going to be as gentle as I can, but eventually now you're the incompetent one. And I'm trying to delegate to you, and you can't delegate, so I can't delegate to you because you're incompetent. So I got to get somebody else eventually. I've either got to train you or I got to find somebody else who can do it. That's what I'm saying. You're getting ready to get a new leader, Bubba. And this is the plan. So step up or step over or step out. These are your 3 options, really.